Anthony Hartwig here with a Crestview swimming player profile. We're joined by freshman Kyla Pancake. Kyla, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity.
You got it. I mean, I think everyone in Crestview and everyone at YSN is so proud of what you've been able to do already this year as a freshman to come on and be the only swimmer on the team and to be able to get yourself in the districts. Let's talk about just this ride so far, what it's been like to come into Crestview, be the only swimmer and establish yourself as that, and then to be able to have success this year.
It's pretty different. It's a lot different because I'm the only swimmer for my school, and it's just definitely not as unique, I would say, because it's no, hang on, I don't like that.
Because you're the only one, you're kind of the pioneer this year. I mean, how much support have you felt from the Crestview community and the Crestview athletic department trying to hold you up and trying to push you forward in this season?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of support, especially from my friends and my teachers.
I know you want to see that swim program grow as your high school career grows. Are you trying to get your friends interested in swimming? Have you been pitching it to them to come on board next year and be a part of the swim team?
I try, but they're not as into it as me.
What's your selling point? What are some things that you tell them to try to get them into swimming?
It gets you in great shape.
It absolutely does. I want to talk about your swimming journey and how it started. So, when did you start in the pool? When did you start taking like the sport of swimming seriously? When was your first kind of interest in swim?
Well, it started when I was 7, and then I swam for a fast team in the summer for summer league, and then I didn't start competitive swimming until I was 10.
When you started it, and then you realized that hey, I'm kind of good at this. What were some of the things that turned it into not just something you're doing for fun, but something you really wanted to work at? You really wanted to drive yourself to be the best swimmer you could be.
Definitely my friends just pushing me, being there, and just making new friends from whatever.
And then, we know how hard you work at swimming. It's a sport that pushes you physically so much. And I'm sure there are times when maybe you need a little bit of motivation or you need a little bit of drive to get you through a practice or a day. What is that motivation for you? What keeps you driven? What gets that fire into you to keep you going?
Definitely my goals and my teammates just always there pushing me. My goals are a big thing though.
What were some goals you set at the beginning of this season that you wanted to accomplish?
Just drop time in my 100 breast because that didn't happen for a while, and then I had a 1 meet and I went 112.
When you're talking about going through a season, trying to have those goals in mind and pushing through to get those goals accomplished, what was it like to see the hard work pay off and to be able to accomplish those goals?
It was so unexpected. Like just standing like New Year's Classic, that meet just going to 112 for the very first time, like never going no faster than a 117, going to 112. It was a huge time drop too, so it was very exciting.
And then talk about just making districts and what that feels like for you being able to go to Cleveland State in this weekend and then compete in a district round. What that means to you to be able to punch your ticket?
It's great. It's a great feeling. It just shows how much work I put into this season.
Was that one of your goals too? I mean, obviously it was, but was that? Did you think that was maybe a tangible goal when you started this season? Like, hey, we could get myself in the districts.
After my coach and I talked, definitely, I felt like I had a good shot of making districts my first year, and it's just cool to stay as a freshman.
Let's also talk about your coach and what kind of things that she has brought to the table and how motivated she's kept you all year. Talk about her and what it's been like to be coached by her.
Her always just pushing me to my limit, and even though it's a hard practice some days, even though I don't want to be there, her pushing me and telling me that it's all going to be worth it in the end definitely has paid off, and it's clearly proven.
What do you think are parts of your repertoire, your swimming that she has helped you grow in the most?
It's a good one. I don't really know. Never thought about that.
We also talk to all these athletes about confidence and being able to be confident in yourself, especially in an individual sport like swimming where you're just racing against other people. It's all on you. What's your confidence level? How have you kind of built your confidence to where it is right now as a freshman?
I would say when I was younger, I wasn't good at that kind of stuff. I wasn't good at being confident and trusting my own self. But I feel like as I've progressed with swimming, my confidence has definitely like rise, and I'm like believe in myself more.
What are some things that give you confidence? Is it what the coach says? Is it the times that you get? Is it the success you have? What gives you confidence?
Definitely the times, definitely my coaches just telling me that this looks great, or my technique, or the speed looks good, or dive looks good. Everything just like coming into the like race, and everything about like just coming to practice, and definitely pushing.
As we said, you're going into districts. What are some goals you have this weekend? Things you want to accomplish now that you're going into districts?
Just have fun. Just I don't really have goals set because it's my first year.
Mhm.
Expectations are low but
How
high sometimes.
how exciting is it to just be able to go to Cleveland State and be a part of this big stage where all these swimmers in the area, we know a lot of swimmers in the area have punched their ticket to districts, and you're one of them. How exciting is it for you trying to wait until Friday when you get down to Cleveland State?
It's definitely a great feeling. Just excited to go down there and get my just be on districts, like be at districts.
All right, now I want to get to know you a little bit out of the pool, and we'll talk about you as a student athlete, freshman year in the high school. What's that transition been like in the classroom from middle school to high school?
Definitely different. Classes can definitely be harder, but I just tell myself if I get all my work done by the end of the day, I know I can go home and relax.
What's your favorite class so far?
As much as I hate to say it, probably Algebra 1 because it's just fun. I mean, I have a
Uh,
teacher, Mrs. Kubis.
yeah, there's no shame in liking math. It's all good.
And
What's been the hardest class? What's been the one that has pushed you the most this year?
definitely biology. Taking that as a freshman, do not recommend.
You talked about your friends and how much they kind of keep you, encouraged and how much they support you. Talk about just what that means to you to have friends that are outside of the pool in the school system, and how much they've kind of meant to you this year and all that you've done.
It feels great. Definitely when my friends Lainey, Katie, and Brianna came to my swim meet surprised me. I had no idea. And the fact I was with them for 7 hours at school and they didn't tell me that they were coming.
Now you put a lot into swimming, and I want to know, like, after a meet's over, what's the go-to post-meet meal? What are you eating after a big meet?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Okay. Do you have like a specific order at Chipotle that you get every time, or do you like to mix it up?
Um, a burrito bowl with white rice, chicken, and cheese and lettuce, and that's it.
And then as we're talking about food, I don't mean to make you hungry. I don't know if you already had lunch today or not, but when you think about that guilty pleasure food, I know you want to keep yourself athletic, and you probably stay away from the sweets as much as you can, but you got to have some of that dessert that you like. So what's your favorite sweets or guilty pleasure snack?
Probably ice cream of any kind.
Any kind? Do you have a favorite flavor?
No,
Do you have like a favorite brand or a favorite place to go get ice cream?
I like Dairy Queen.
Okay. I knew I'd find a favorite in there. When you think about maybe some of your dreams and aspirations, you're a freshman, you have so much of high school left. So we're not going to talk about like the future goals yet because you have a long time to figure that out. But what are some of your dreams? What are some of the things that you think you can be in the next 4 years or the next 5 years that you want to be at?
I definitely would like to make states one year, at least just to say I made states and during my high school career and in general, just to be able to say that. Looking back on it would be really cool to say.
And you can't have dreams without having role models to show you those dreams are possible. Who are your role models? Who are the people in your life that you think really motivate you and lift you up and give you a good example?
Definitely Paige Becomes and Preston Buckingham just because they tell me at practice like you have to have the state mindset like you're gonna make it. Even if it doesn't happen, you just have to have that mindset of you have to get the job done and have good outcomes.
All right, Kyla, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give you the chance to take the limelight off yourself for a second and thank the people in your life that support you, that get you to where you're going. So I want you to take some time to give out some thank yous and shout outs of the people that you think you really deserve it.
Okay. I would like to thank all my coaches that I've had throughout the years because they push me no matter what and tell me what is right and what's wrong about any stroke or anything. I would also like to thank my teammates for always pushing me and just being there when I need them, even if I had the worst day ever or like the best day ever. I would like to thank my family because they're always supportive and they're by my side and always help me out.
Kyla, we're so proud of you at YSN. We know Crestview is very proud of you and what you've accomplished already. Good luck in districts over the weekend, and we will talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.